So we're on a mission right now to interview one of Africa's most celebrated, most influential comedians, Mr. Bright Okpocha, aka BasketMouth. He's agreed to let us spend some time with him this morning while he prepares to take London by storm again. It's part of an exclusive unprecedented agreement he has with PANA Television. So follow me, let's go get a proper introduction. Hello, hi, how are you, man?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you, man. Thanks for having us in here. Good morning. Good morning, guys. All right, so just for the record, you can just tell us and the whole world your name, your real name, so finally they can actually get it right on these newspapers and everyone can.
My real name is Bright Okpocha, but my Igbo name is Onyekure, so it's Bright Onyekure Okpocha. I'm from Abia State, Eluoma Umuso, Sokoto local government. So that now you know. So it's Okpocha, not Okpochi, not Okpoche, it's Okpocha.
Right. Yeah, I mean, just for the record, because to be honest, I got it wrong as well. So I mean, we're just trying to make this clarification right now. But how'd you come up with the name BasketMouth? Actually,
I didn't. It was someone actually gave me a compliment. When the name BasketMouth was actually a compliment. I did a gig, and I was just yabbing everybody in the hall, because how it happened was we went there as a rap group, so they booed us off stage. And I was upset. I got angry. I was like, I seen for what now? Do you get that kind of stuff? I just told my crew, I told my people, no, well, just leave the stage. Let me handle this crowd. So when they left, that was what I'm actually good at. So I started hitting everyone, one after the other. And after the gig, I was leaving the venue from the backstage, and one guy saw me say, "Hey, this guy, you've got a basket mouth." I'm like, that's a good name, and that was high. So the guy just said it and left.
So actually, that's like a great story. I mean, so from there the name just stuck, right?
I just told my manager that, like, man, someone just called me BasketMouth, and I think I like the name. I want to keep it, and he was like, fine, let's do it.
So some people are speculating that that fella's song BasketMouth. Don't start.
Yeah, a lot of people think I got the name from there, but I didn't. It was some guy that just, and the guy doesn't even. I don't think he knew what he did. He just said it and left, and I hope to see that guy sometime soon, so I can. Like, let me reward him maybe like £2 or something.
So that's the end. Let's just kill those rumors right now about BasketMouth being very, very overly generous with his money. Yeah. So
too generous.
So where are you from? How did it all start from Abia State all the way to being one of the most celebrated and influential comedians in all of Africa?
That's heavy. Okay, I was born in Ajegunle. Uzo Street, yeah. Most people don't know that I was born not like in a slum, but from the ghetto, Uzo Street, and we moved from actually, when I say we moved, it sounds too tush. Like we packed out of Uzo Street, then went to a place called Osho Drive. Then from there we went to Kirikiri Town near the prison, and so we're neighbors with rich people as well, because most of those rich people were in jail then. So cool. So okay, from Kirikiri Town we moved down to a Butemen. So it was just like a transition. But what happened was, when I was in Kirikiri Town, I met some of my friends, and some of them were like some new guys, Dominic and the rest of them, funny guys, you understand. And me back then, when I was in primary school, I used to yab a lot. They used to pay me to yab people. So if some guy has a problem with someone, they come to me like, man, Bright, this guy, come and help me yab this guy. So they pay me like 2 naira back then, 3 naira. I'll just go yab the person. I'll go and enjoy my 3 naira. And then, like, funny enough, I used to, that money, I normally buy guguru and ekpa. I don't know if you've heard of that. Guguru and, that's like popcorn and granite. So that's what I use the money for. I'll buy my guguru and ekpa. I'm happy. So what happened was, and I met this guy, so we're always yabbing ourselves, like just for fun. And one day, while we're having fun, one of my elder brother's friend saw me. I was like, guy, have you seen Eddie Murphy's Delirious? I said no. He said he's going to give me the tape, and he gave me the VHS tape then. And I watched, and I was like, that's what I want to do. That's how it all started.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
so Eddie Murphy too, that should get some royalties now, and that not your big brother's friend as well.
Yeah, he's Eddie Murphy. I give Eddie Murphy because he's a good guy. I give £5. But anyway, that was how it all started. When I saw, I can do this. You understand? But then I didn't know how to create the materials. I didn't know how to, you understand, cook up a material, get the punchline, the timing, and everything. So I just knew that that's what I wanted to do. So I tried it. That was one of the first shows I did that, you know, I was booed. The boo was loud. It was too loud, like, you know, like a beat. You know, like they're so because then I was trying to crack jokes, but I didn't know how to crack jokes. You understand? I only knew how to yap people, just like your mama and that kind of stuff. So I now started learning. You understand? Started writing my own jokes, and you know it got better and better, and you know I'm here. At
least thank God you don't dress like Eddie Murphy dressed in that video in Delirious. But what's your style, man? Because you're a pretty good dresser, man. What's your style?
Me, I just the thing is I like tight-fitted clothes. You understand? Not like I have one of the best body shape ever. Like, you know what? I just like. But I try. I just try, like, you know, I like fitted clothes because if you wear something like baggy, you understand, it's just there. You're actually the clothes is wearing you. Do you understand? That's what I feel. I want to wear something that sits on my skin. Do you understand? That's just my style. So, and that's the reason why I'm more into Zara than any other you know, design or whatever, because Zara, they make tight-fitted stuff. So a lot of people, they go like, Zara, how you go to wear Zara? Man, guys, I wear Zara. I don't care. I don't wear the Gucci's, the Pradas, and all those stuff. No.
Take it from Mr. Style himself. I wear Zara too. So to be honest, I mean, come on. So no, I mean let's talk about a couple of things. You mentioned Eddie Murphy as one guy that you served as an inspiration to you as well. Are there any other comedians that you actually drive you, or you got some inspiration from as well, or no?
Okay, what happened was after Eddie Murphy, and now when I started doing, you know, I said not like I was really perfect then. Back then in school in Uniben, the Alibaba, you know him, right? He's arguably like, you know, the king of comedy in Nigeria. So he had a show in my school. So my friend bought a ticket for me and said, "You must come see this guy perform." I've never seen him perform before, never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? And I went there, and this guy went on for like an hour, 30 minutes. I was like, damn, I could do this, you understand? So because then I could easily relate with his material because it was Nigerian. While with Eddie Murphy, he was the one that inspired me to want to be a comedian. But with Alibaba, he's like, okay, I have a material that's like this. Let me see how I can, you know. And eventually, I walked backstage, saw him, and he was like, okay, like, you know, just a normal conversation. Then the next time he came in, he inspired me as well. So I was already doing well. So when he came for the show, he actually stood up and gave me a standing ovation. And after that, I went to meet him. He gave me his number, and that was it. But apart from Alibaba, there were loads of comedians inspired me, but more of them in the Western world, like Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Martin Lawrence, all these guys, Steve Harvey. And right now, some of the guys that really, you know, gave me that inspiration heavy right now is Kevin Hart, D-Ray Davis, because their materials, their style is like mine. So when I watch them perform, I'm like, okay, like, you know, these guys are on point. But I still learn from everyone. The upcoming comedians right now, I learn from everyone.
Speaking about Steve Harvey, what do you think of his new Gorimapa haircut? I mean,
he's getting old. He needs to probably go in bald. That's the only. It was a choice, man.
Going bald, you're very far from that yourself.
No, it can't happen. It's not gonna happen. Actually, my hair grows to this point, so so I cut it myself. I take it back on. That's a blessing.
A lot of people here that are fighting bald.
I know. So I'm gonna start. Yeah, like one of the cameraman, Mo is going there. He's receding. I can't. I'm actually, you know, I'm quite hairy, so I'm thinking of selling. Anytime that, you know, the Nigerian hair starts selling, like, unlike the, you know, Brazilian hair, they're the ones that are there. So anytime that, because it might change. You never know. You know, it might change because right now it's Brazilian hair, Peruvian, and all that stuff. So one day they might start buying Brazilian hair. I know I'm gonna make a lot of money. They must start buying Nigerian hair, and then I'm rich.
Speaking of Steve Harvey again, you do Nigerian Kings of Comedy, right? So how do you think your shows, your comedians compare? Well, not really compare, but, you know, similarities between what you do and what they do with Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay, now with Cedric and the rest of them, these guys are, trust me, they're multi-talented. These guys are good. I don't know if they have script writers and everything. Like, you know, I know for sure that Richard Pryor used to have Paul Mooney as one of his writers. I don't know if all these guys have, but I think they do, but I'm not sure, you know. But for me, I think the Nigerian comedians are very hardworking because You know, we don't have a stylist, we don't have like a promoter, we don't have an agent. You do everything yourself. You understand? And to be able to do all these things and still find time to write your own materials, then that's good. There's some comedians that actually bite. Loads of comedians in Nigeria, they bite a lot. You know, but for the ones that are original, trust me, I can put them on any stage with the likes of Steve Harvey, Cedric, and the rest of them. We have our own approach, we have our own dimension, you understand, towards comedy. They have theirs. But I think that we can, because I've done it. I've done gigs outside, you know, and the acceptance wasn't bad.
Dude, I'm not going to sit here and blow hot air at you, man. It's really, really hard to be a stand-up comedian. In fact, a lot of people say it's the most difficult job in the entertainment industry. How do you do it? And you're talking about Nigerian, the ones that are really talented as well. Actually, you can put them on stage with all these guys. What's your procedure? How do you guys do it? What's up?
Okay, the thing is, first of all, yeah, it's hard. It's very, very hard because unlike music, what you do, you come up with a beat, a good song, a good hook, and you can play the same song. You understand? Everywhere you go to this concert, the same song. This concert, the same song. The only thing that is different is just the performance. Unlike us, you go to this show, a new joke. Go to this show, a new material. Because you can't repeat your materials too much. Although there are some classics that you can't just throw away. But after a while, you have to drop them. So it's more difficult for us. Do you get? And you get the response there and then. With music, they love your song already. So just for you to just open your mouth and sing the same song, and like, hey. But with comedy, they've never heard the joke before, so make them laugh. So what we do, the drive that that I have is like the fear to fail, the fear to get that silent audience. You understand? Is the reason why I try as much as possible to work more on my material. The fact, because the power of feeding from your environment is key.
So you can't ever unplug then. I mean, you're always on. You're always plugged.
Yeah, and that's the reason why most times people go like, if you see BasketMouth, he's not really funny on ground. He's just, and the reason being that I feed from my environment. I don't give out when I'm not on stage. You understand? I feed. I go on stage and I drop. I go pick up. So when I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm just like most of my stomach, I'm hungry. Did you hear that?
I heard that. Why don't listen? Let's go get something to eat. Let's go get something to eat. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching PANA Television. We have unprecedented access to Brides Okpocha, Brides Okpocha as well. You can bet that part is going to be edited from the final cut.
I want people to know that.
But I mean, that's it. This is PANA TV. We got access and have complete BasketMouth, completely unplugged, and as candid and sincere as possible. Thank you very much.
I've lied today. I don't think I've lied.
He's probably lied somewhere, but there's no way anyone's ever going to find out. So it's not a lie if you believe it. Just remember that.
I like that one.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming out.